Welcome back, YouTube. It is Saiko, and today we are here with another video in our 30 teams in 30 day series. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing the Minnesota Timberwolves. But before we even get started with the video, if you guys could please hit the like button and hit subscribe, that would be really appreciated. I'm trying to reach 100 subs by the end of the month, so if you guys did that, that would be really appreciated. And also, don't forget to hit the bell notification button so you guys get videos when they come out. And I think Karl-Anthony Towns would really appreciate it as well. Over the offseason, I don't really think that the Timberwolves actually even really did anything worth mentioning. I know that they re-signed Jordan McLaughlin, and they also re-signed Jared Vanderbilt to an extensive contract that was actually pretty cheap. They also ended up trading for Patrick Beverley by giving up Jarrett Culver, and they also traded for Taurean Prince by giving up Ricky Rubio. But honestly, I don't really feel like that was a lot, or at least it wasn't very eventful compared to some of the other off seasons in the NBA. Actually, the more that I think about it, there was actually one thing that the Wolves did this offseason, which actually isn't even related to the players. They fired Gerson Rosas, who was the president of basketball operations, because apparently he created like a toxic environment, like a toxic working environment, a toxic team culture. And apparently he was also allegedly in a relationship with one of the employees who actually works in the organization. But I don't want to make this video about him, because obviously that's a whole nother topic that I would rather not really talk about. I just want to talk about the team that we see currently, not about the internals of the team. Anyways, the Wolves actually did not even have a pick in last year's draft, or I guess the 2021 draft, because they traded it away to the Warriors, and that pick ended up being Jonathan Kuminga. And if the Wolves actually picked him at 4, would he really help? I'm not really sure. I feel like if the Wolves actually did have that pick, they would probably want to trade that pick up, or trade up for, I'd say, Scotty Barnes, because if anything, I feel like he's a player that the Wolves would love to have. He's a dude who could come in, play make, play defense. He's kind of like a Draymond Green Jr. And trust me, that front court would need a lot of help. Or just this team in general needs a lot of help defensively, especially in that starting lineup. But that's only if they had the pick, and this year they didn't, so it's only a what if at this point. Anyways, enough about what could have been. We're here to predict what this team's future is going to be, or at least predict what this team's upcoming season is going to be like, along with the starting lineup. And I think that this starting lineup is actually going to be pretty simple compared to some of the other ones. You're going to have D'Angelo Russell at the 1, Malik Beasley at the 2, Anthony Edwards at the 3. You'll probably have Jared Vanderbilt at the 4 because you did pay him, and you're also going to have Cat obviously at the 5. And off the bench, you have guys like Patrick Beverley, Josh Okogie, Taurean Prince, Jaden McDaniels, and Naz Reid. I'm expecting D'Angelo Russell to have a bounce back season, because last year he was injured, and when he did come back, he did not play great at all. He was just shooting, chucking shots, and they just weren't going in. If Malik Beasley can stay healthy and stay out of off the court trouble, then I think that he could be a beast on this team, because honestly, if you looked at him last year when he did play, he was scoring like 15 to 20 points a game. He was really killing it out there for them. Anthony Edwards had a really good rookie season last year, and I see that growth kind of continuing into this year, because he didn't win Rookie of the Year, but at least he was able to really show what he was made of. And plus, I just like the guy. He's got a lot of charisma. He's just funny, and I really like the guy. So I'm kind of rooting for him, even though I do like LaMelo more. For me, when I look at Jared Vanderbilt, I'm kind of looking at him not to be a scorer, because if you look at the first 3 players that I named, they're all scorers. And Jared Vanderbilt, well, he can score the ball. I think that he's better off as a defender right next to Cat, because trust me, this team needs a lot of defensive help. And last but not least, I'm really hoping that Cat bounces back from last season, because honestly, last year was just really hard for him, and I just hope that, you know, things get better for him, because I'm rooting for you, Cat. I really like you, man. I'm really sorry for everything that's happened to you, but I know that you'll bounce back, man. And onto the bench. So now that the Wolves have Patrick Beverley, I don't really think he's kind of going to be there to be a point guard. I mean, yeah, his position is to play point guard, but I think that he's just pretty much there to be kind of a defensive enforcer when D'Angelo Russell or Malik Beasley or anyone in that backcourt can't really play defense like they should. Him along with Josh Okogie are really going to help that out, because honestly, Josh Okogie, I really like the guy. He blocked Harden up at one point. He's pretty much there to be defense, although I feel like he could slide into the starting lineup if they kind of want to have Malik Beasley come off the bench as sort of a spark plug for them. Taurean Prince is a guy that I could actually see running either the 3 or the 4. It just really kind of depends on what the Wolves coaching staff wants to do with him, but he could also start. I don't really know. And I feel like Jaden McDaniels is kind of similar to Jared Vanderbilt. They can kind of fill the similar role of being really good defensively, especially next to Cat, because boy, he's not the best defender in the world. And then Naz Reid is a guy that is just going to come in and be a bucket. With all that being said, I don't think that, despite the fact that I do like a lot of the players on this Wolves team, I feel like I say that in every video, but I do like D'Angelo Russell, I like Cat, Jaden McDaniels is cool, Jared Vanderbilt is cool. I don't see this team actually making it past where they were last year. With the exception of the year that Jimmy Butler was there, the Wolves have always been at the bottom of the conference for like who knows how long. And it really wouldn't surprise me if it's the same this year as well. I don't know what it is about this team, but it just feels like they can never stay healthy. And I know that a lot of people actually really want the D'Lo and Cat duo to break up, but I'm not actually sure if I'm on that train just yet. I also know that the Wolves have actually been one of the teams who have been in the Ben Simmons sweepstakes, but I'm not really sure if that's actually going to even happen. Especially if they don't want to give up D'Lo in a trade, because I've heard so many rumors that they want all three of them, D'Lo, Cat, and Simmons, to be all on the same team. I mean, they're all technically buddies at the end of the day, but if you don't give up D'Angelo Russell, Daryl Morey, you're going to be fired from the Sixers. This team just continues to come out every season at the beginning of the year, come out solid, play really good, and then all of a sudden, their social media team just decides to tweet something stupid, and all of a sudden, they just go downhill from there, and they just don't end up winning anything, man. So please, Timberwolves media, stop tweeting out, oh, the Wolves are going to be bad this year, because every time you do, they're just bad, man. This team has a lot of solid pieces, but I feel like if nothing really develops with them, or if they don't really make a jump this year, then Cat is going to be in the Anthony Davis type situation and probably request a trade. And I feel like the Wolves have kind of had a history with a lot of disgruntled stars, and I mean, one of them ended up in Boston, and I'm not saying that Boston right now is kind of missing a really solid piece that the Timberwolves might be able to offer them. I don't know, I feel like if they were to do a deal again, Boston would really come out on top, and you know, it would really help a certain disgruntled star's career. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not really here to start Boston Celtics trade rumors for Karl-Anthony Towns, even though I'm pretty sure there are people out there who would love to see Cat on the Celtics. Hell, even I would. But I do think that if Ben Simmons were to somehow get traded to this team without giving up D'Lo, without giving up Cat, then I think that my prediction of them being at the bottom of the conference is no longer valid, and they could probably compete for a play-in spot this first year and probably even get to the bottom of the conference next year. But who really knows, because no trade has been set in stone yet. Let me know down below what you guys think the future of this Timberwolves team is, because honestly, as much as they have a lot of offensive firepower, they have little to no defense, and I just don't really see them going that far. But obviously, leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe like always, and tomorrow I will see you for another 30 for 30. This time, it's going to be with the Toronto Raptors. Bye, guys.